pledge my head to clear thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to largest service, my health to better living, for my club, my community, my country, and my world.
I'd like to welcome you to the Fergus Fall Fair Virtual Beef Show. My name is Scott Vesky. I'm one of the leaders, along with Al Wallace and Jason Schill. I've been leading the club for over 20 years. I think Al's over 20 years as well. Jason was a member and he graduated into being a leader, so he's been involved for quite a while too. We're at Vesky Beef Farms. We have 3 generations here farming right now. My mom and dad, myself and Sherry, and my 2 sons, Cole and Brody. Cole's the farmer of the bunch. And this here is Cole's last year's project he used for this club project. She just calved here a week ago. That's her calf. And so that's kind of how the fair works, I guess. That's why we do it. Part of the reason we do it, we show them, then we keep the heifers back for cows to put in our herd. We have a beef cow herd here, and we finish all our cattle. And we're lucky she had a heifer calf, and hopefully it'll turn out, and that'll be a cow in the herd as well. So that's a bit about us. Talk about the fair, I guess. The beef show, we've always traditionally had it on the Saturday of the fair. We always start in the morning with the 4-H part, the beef 4-H, the Aramasa 4-H Beef Club. We have our achievement day, and we have, I think last year I guess we had around 10 members, and I think about the same this year if it was had been the same. But things with the virus, everything's a lot different this year for us. We're still doing the club. We've hooked up with West Luther Beef Club, and we're doing a virtual online club. It's a little different, but we're still continuing to have a club this year, which is nice. And it was nice of West Luther Club to invite us in on it. And that. So anyhow, we have meetings throughout. Usually start in March or April, and we have meetings through to about November, all about raising beef cattle, showing beef cattle, the beef industry in general. And then, like I say, we have our achievement day on the Saturday in the morning, and we'll talk about, we do showmanship and confirmation. Confirmation is about the animal, and showmanship is how the member presents the animal and shows it. And then we stop for lunch break, and then in the afternoon we have the open show. We always start to open up with the Pee Wee class, which is always a highlight of the day, where that's anybody that's under the age of 4-H can have a calf and show. And we start off with that, and everybody gets a trophy for all their hard work and effort. And then we start into the afternoon's show, which is the open show, and it's confirmation and showmanship as well. The last couple of years we've been just under 100 cattle in the open show, so we're quite proud of that number. And it's always been a good afternoon. We have a judge. We always get a different judge every year to come out, and I don't know, I think we always have good results. It's a good time, and lots of fun. Meet new people, see old friends, and so yeah, that's pretty well beef show, I guess, in a nutshell. And anybody that's interested, wants to get involved with the Aramasa Beef Club, you don't necessarily have to have a calf. We've had members that live in town, members that aren't from a beef farm. You don't have to be from a beef farm. You just have to have the interest, and we'll set you up with either helping with somebody or borrowing a calf. We've had people show our calves here. So yeah, if you have an interest and want to do it, or if you just want to come out and see what it's all about, feel free. Contact myself or Al or Jason. And I think that's pretty well it.
My name's Justin Swanston. I am 20 years old. I've been in 4-H since I've been 10 years old. I am a 3rd generation 4-H'er. My grandfather first started off showing him 4-H and showing steers. And then my aunt Denise and my mom Marnie took it over and showed when they were age 4-H age. And then I took over showing when I turned 10, and I was able to show him 4-H. And then we've got Mason here. He's 7 years old, and we classify and put him under the age bracket of clover buds in 4-H, and that is from, I think, 7 to 10. And
Hi everyone, welcome to Glenview Farms. We're happy to have you here today to show you some of our operation and getting ready for a fair day. My name's Ellen, this is my husband Jamie, Carson and Brody. So we exhibit some shorthorn cattle and some crossbred cattle across Canada and the United States. We've had some great success showing at both the Royal and in Louisville. Had a couple of champions and been very fortunate that way. We've been showing this, these boys will be 4th generation showmen that are showing cattle this year in 4-H.
Dad says, son, hold tight to that rope. Couldn't wipe a smile off that shy 10-year-old. With the whole club cheering him on, you got this now. With one deep breath, you walk straight to the mic. A champion is made, you can see in her eyes. No fear, no sweat, no doubt. She's got this now. Raising them up and setting them free, helping them find who to be, and going so strong in every small town, and giving it back